Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Is this better? Perfect. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. This is my second year of doing the Senior Colleen contest. I have no idea how many years we've been doing this consecutively, but I appreciate you coming out. Just want everyone to know, right now we are missing one contestant tonight for personal reasons, so if at any point you notice there was no contestant number 2, that is why. But if we can have the Colleens start, and right now we're going to start with the West Springfield's Mayor, Will Reichelt, and last year's Senior Colleen Contestant Award winner. That was horrible. I don't say anything.
Right there, right there.
Right there. All right. So now all right. So, you want to address this? Yep. So no, they're going to come in, she says something, and then, okay. Trust me, it was horrible beginning.
Is this on?
Not yet, I don't think so.
I didn't know what you were doing.
Here.
I didn't know when we were starting.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Tina Wood, and I am proud to say I'm the 2018 Senior Colleen for the County of West Springfield. And I would like to present to you our Colleen contestants for the 2019 competition.
Good evening and welcome to the Dante Club. I am contestant number 1. Contestant number 3.
Good evening and welcome. I am contestant number 4.
Yep.
That's all we have to do.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Just walk back out.
We can walk back
You walk back out.
Follow the leader.
Alright, so you're going to start off with contestant number 1, right? That's off.
Dignitaries now?
I totally forgot that.
So we're just going.
If you want to do it, I can.
We'll do it then.
Okay. After I said it the first time. That's like, I have no idea what you're listening to. It's bad. This is bad. Shut up, Chad.
No, just keep going.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Right, that was great.
Who's Bob? Okay, so are they getting ushered out by people?
Yeah, so they're going to be ushered up right now. So this is so contestant number 1 is going to be walked out by Parade Marshal, 2007 Parade Marshal, Mayor Ruth Kane.
Oh, do I have to say that?
Yeah. So you'll say when you're ready, contestant number 1, Mayor Ruth Kane, and then when they start, yeah. Should take out the fruit so everyone thinks it's water.
Nobody thinks it's water. I have a brown bottle right there.
Yeah.
Just screw up. Next time, just like, drinks on Will tonight.
I like that. That was funny. Honestly, I started talking about things are going to come in. You didn't really think about this before you started this. How does this work? I'm pretty sure this one. Don't worry. Whatever. Anyways.
She took care of it.
Yeah.
Who else has been drinking out there? No?
Fuck.
Alright, let's
do. Want to do an audience question while we're waiting?
Want to do what?
Yeah, audience question while we're ready?
Are the questions after so the introduction, intermission, then the...
No. So now they're going to walk out. You're going to, contestant number one, that's for this. They're going to walk out, you're reading this, and then once they're seated,
then
we start the
firing.
questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
Contestant number one, escorted by 2007 Parade Marshal Mary Ruth Kane. Contestant number one, she has blue eyes, blonde hair, and is 5'2". She was raised in the Hunger Hills section of Springfield, Mass. She was one of 9 children and lived on the first floor of a 2-family house that her parents owned. It had a 1 bathroom in which 11 people shared. Think about that for a minute. She attended Our Lady of Hope Church and Our Lady of Hope School, both of which no longer exist. She was taught by nuns. Walking to school was a lot of fun because she would pick up friends along the way to walk with. Those were the days. She graduated from Sacred Heart High School in 1975. Again, no longer there, but the church has remained. It is here she learned to become an adult. She recently lost her dad, but her mom is still with her at the young age of 92, who still lives in the house she grew up in. Each sibling takes a night to stay with her, so she is never alone. Her parents worked hard for the family, and she can't thank them enough. Growing up in Springfield was fun. She had Van Horn Park. She had Van Horn Park where she skated, went sliding, and went on the swings. Games were played on the street with all other Irish families, such hide and seek. She went inside only for supper when the street lights came on. Later on, her parents bought a pool. It was in the shape of an oval, and it was plenty big for all the sudden friends she had accumulated. Soon after high school, she moved out because she thought she knew everything. After meeting a guy at the Viking Lounge who talked her into going to a warmer climate, and they left for Florida. She traveled the United States, stopping here and there only to rest for car trouble. The relationship brought her to Portugal twice, and they had 2 children together. After 10 years of lonely life in hot, humid Miami brought her back to her home state, she settled in West Springfield for the schools. When her youngest graduated with honors from West Springfield High School, this is where the story gets good, a sighting of sorts occurred between her current husband and she. He reached out to a mutual friend of ours for a meet and greet. Our first date was at Stern Square for a free concert. Our second date was house shopping. After raising 2 children alone, she realized this guy really knows how to treat a lady. The joke they have is that she never drank until she met him. Coming upwards to 15 years of marriage, they enjoy college football, especially Ohio State, where they frequently travel to. She also loves Newport, Rhode Island, where she honeymooned and is their favorite relaxing place. She enjoys traveling and would like to go on an Alaskan cruise someday. Life is short, she says, and she had a first-hand experience. In 2012, after her daughter's wedding in Newport, her husband was diagnosed with rare blood cancer. It was discovered early enough and he was treated. She states 2013 was probably the most difficult year for her. She's happy to share that she now has a healthy family and can't wait to enjoy all that life has to offer. They have added to their family a grandson who is 18 months old and just lights up their lives. Her wish is for world peace. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 1.
Contestant number 2 is escorted by, contestant number 3 is going to be escorted tonight by 2015 Parade Marshal Bob Collins. Contestant number 3 has hazel eyes, silver blonde hair, and is 5'3" tall. She was born on April Fool's Day in West Springfield and is just over 55 years old. She attended West Springfield Public Schools and graduated from West Springfield High School in 1973. She has lived all but 3.5 years of her life in West Springfield. She was married to her first husband from 1975 until his untimely death in 1977. At that time, she had Irish twins, ages 15 months and 4 months. She earned her Irish tenacity from her very young sons. When her children were old enough to attend school, she went to college. She earned her nursing degree at Springfield Technical Community College while she worked part-time at the Crest Room and the West Springfield Nursing Home, where she met 2 important people in her life. They became her mentors and her friends. Upon graduation from STIC, she transitioned to a staff nurse at Bay State Medical Center and has worked there for 30 years. She is presently a level 4 clinician and sits on 3 hospital-based committees. She is a representative chairman for South Wing 7 at the hospital-based clinical practice committee and a floor representative for Catheter-acquired urinary tract infection committee. It's CAUTI for short, but I didn't know if anyone would get that. For the last 20 years, she has participated in the Rays of Hope Walk and the Holyoke St. Patrick's Day Road Race. She has been a communicant of St. Thomas Church since 1985. In 1990, she married her present husband. She is a proud mother of 2 sons, 1 daughter, and stepmother to 1 daughter. She is a very proud grandmother of 12. There is a chance that number may increase. No pressure or anything. She has been a cheerleader at no less than 60 different West Side sports teams for her children throughout the years and continues that same support for her grandchildren. She is a passionate follower of the Red Sox, Bruins, and the Patriots. Her interest includes long walks through nature's wooded forests and on the beaches. She loves to cook, especially for her family, enjoying family dinners, and loves to attempt to play golf. Most recently, she has accepted the challenge of being an avid supporter and fashion coordinator to her husband's new position in the town of West Springfield, her toughest role to date. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 3. Oh yeah. I want to add stuff too. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 4 will be escorted tonight by 2014 Parade Marshal Aldo Pyer. She has gray eyes, brown hair, and is 5 foot 3.5 inches tall. She is a 1965 graduate of West Springfield High School, a 1991 graduate of Westfield Vocational High School, and a 1993 graduate of Springfield Technical Community College with a degree in laser electro-optics technology. She has 3 children and 8 grandchildren. She is a guardian to 3 of those grandchildren. She retired in June of 2018 from nearly 18 years as a teaching assistant at Westfield Technical Academy. She knew one of the teachers who was her electronics teacher at Westfield Vocational High School. And one day while she was working at Walmart, he approached her about a job opening in his shop. She was eager for a change. Working with her former teacher and teenagers seemed like a challenge that she was up for. He was teaching computer repair technology. Did you get the idea that she likes science? The IT department at Westfield Technical Academy has changed over the years and added a new branch to the department, programming and web design. This new program is being taught by one of their 2007 graduates. He is working on our website for the parade committee. We were talking one day near the end of 2016 school year when she was contemplating when to retire. His response to her changed her perspective a little. He said that she was mom to all the students and that she would never know just how much she had affected them all. In June of 2017, June of 2017 brought the retirement of that teacher who brought her to join the staff at Westfield Vocational High School. And again, she thought of retirement. The other teacher she worked with asked her to stay and help the new incoming teacher that following year, and she did. Another 2007 graduate was added to the staff, and the direction of the department had come full circle. We added back into information technology, electronics. In June of 2018, at the age of 71, she finally retired from work. But she is just as busy as ever. Sometimes, the best things happen accidentally, like how she became involved with the West Springfield St. Patrick's Day Committee. Her grandson won the design contest for the 2018 Colleen float. He wanted to help build the float. She thought she would just hang around and watch him work. Well, being the worker that she is, she started helping. By the time the float was built, she was hooked and became a member of the committee. And that was a good thing. Yes, sometimes the best things happen accidentally. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 4. So ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 categories tonight. One is Irish Heritage, one is West Springfield History, and the third are going to be trivia bonus questions. We will have audience trivia that we'll be asking throughout the program. If you can please not yell out those answers or use your cell phone, that would be appreciated. The first person to raise their hand that we pick on and get the answer correct gets a little thank you bag with a scratch ticket on it. Okay, thank you.
Randomly, I'm gonna start with that.
Yeah. Go first. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to announce what this is for, so anyone in the audience who wants to be a drink runner, that means if that person up here goes like this, that means they want to drink.
Let's include the MCs.
Should ask.
So please keep an eye on all the contestants,
Including the MCs.
and when you get there, see who's doing it. You don't have to clap.
Just raise our hand.
All right, Irish trivia. Question number 1.
Oh, excuse me for 1 second, I'm sorry, Brian. We forgot to announce, please do not use your phones for the answers.
Don't eat your.
Please, if you would, not yell out the answers, because these are trivia questions for the contestants only. And when he says audience questions, then you can...
Question number 1 is going to contestant.
You should ask.
I'm sorry, Brian, I just wanted to...
All right, so we're starting with contestant number 1.
Arlene.
Arlene.
Are you starting questions for them? It's for all 3 of them have to answer it.
Right,
So you
but
just
1,
get
2,
number 1.
Okay, question number 1. Going to contestant number 1.
No.
all 3 of them.
Sorry.
So, no,
All 3 will answer it.
Okay,
Okay.
They got a card. They're gonna.
I get it. What is the name of our sister city in Ireland?
You can repeat it again.
What is the name of our sister city in Ireland?
When you're ready, just hand it to me. Oh.
We have a lifeline? My dog's.
I'll tell you when you can get the answer.
Okay. This is stuff.
Yeah. Should we ask them an audience question? So we got 15. No, we'll wait, I guess.
Next question.
I didn't answer this.
Okay, you can give the answer now, Brian.
The answer is Dingle.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Negative. Thank you. We're jumping around. Okay. Yeah.
She's doing the tally on those.
And I'll do that. Okay, next question. How many bowling alleys were in West Springfield and where were they located? How many bowling alleys were in West Springfield and where were they located? While we're waiting, we'll do the first audience trivia question. What variety store was on the corner of Hawthorne Street and Route 20?
Wait a minute, Brian. I mean,
Sean.
Audience question. Audience.
Oh, sorry, doing it. Yeah.
Okay, one more time because I didn't see any hands up. What variety store was on the corner of Hawthorne Street and Route 20? Yes.
Audience.
This is an audience question. Chief Duffy. Correct. Mayo's. The answer was Mayo's. Yeah.
How do we know when we run out? Wait, you take them all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, take them out. Tell me when.
Did anybody get it?
Chief Duffy.
Oh, when you got a goodie? Okay.
He did.
Okay. Irish trivia, question number 2. In what city in Ireland was the Titanic built? Again, question number 2. In what city in Ireland was the Titanic built?
Phone a friend.
Hey, when you're done, throw them.
Yeah. You want to actually sit against it.
It's her lifeline.
Lifeline? Can I phone a friend?
I'm good. Here we go.
Let me jump, they got no answers.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We appreciate that very much. Very much.
You go, Carol.
I am killing this group.
Will you get her a drink, please?
You want to clap? You should get, you guys are clapping.
We're okay.
All right, you can give the answer.
Look at you.
What's this, a half a pint?
Interference.
Excuse me, sir.
The answer is Belfast, Northern Ireland.
Oh, Belfast. My dog.
No, that's England.
Oh, funny, funny. All right. West Springfield trivia question number 2. What was the name of the diner next to White Hut? What was the name of the diner next to White Hut? This is not an audience question.
Not an audience.
Not an audience question.
Not an audience question.
We will let you know when it's an audience question.
Take time to think.
We should get that for next year.
Yeah, we should.
So another audience question? Shall we give it to?
Tweet
We'll
about
do it
it.
next. We'll do it. Yeah.
Just let me know when it goes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, there's no outside help or lifelines.
McDonald's.
Close.
Water.
Yeah. Can we get some water? Some water. Kettle soda.
Kettle and syrup. Wait, Nancy?
Tell them so.
Kettle.
Yeah, you know what? No, you know what? Coors Light. Coors Light, yeah.
Wait,
Can I give the answer?
Coors Light.
The answer to that question? Supreme Diner. Supreme Diner. Supreme Diner.
All right, you do one, or I'll do Irish trivia.
Irish trivia, then we're doing it, we'll do.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, Irish trivia, question number 3. What cliffs in County Clare is the most popular tourist destination?
Not an audience.
Not an audience question. Not an audience question.
Can you repeat the question now?
Excuse me, man, back up. Back up.
Repeat the question.
What cliffs in County Clare is the most popular tourist destination?
Cheaters over there.
That's the audience question. So this part. So tell them it's the audience question.
All right. Here, hold on. Audience question. Audience question. In the Irish folk song, The Irish Rover, what is the Irish Rover? In the Irish folk song, The Irish Rover, what is the Irish Rover? That's correct, the sailing ship. Can I answer? Ready for the answer for the Irish one or not?
Yeah.
A lot.
What is the answer?
I know. The answer to the question is the Cliffs of Moher.
second one.
Are the contestants ready for question number 3?
Yep.
No? Want a second? Question number 3, West Springfield trivia. Where were the 2 locations that Debbie Wong occupied? Contestant question, contestant question. What were the 2 locations that Debbie Wong occupied?
I know, yeah. That's not white.
All right, while we're waiting, we'll do our 3rd audience question. This is an audience question. What breed of dog guarded the store on the corner of Hawthorne Street and Route 20?
What?
Audience question.
Audience.
What breed of dog guarded the store on the corner of Hawthorne Street and Route 20? The answer was a terrier, and the unfortunate answer is not correct. Sorry. No. Well, just for everyone else that heard it. Yes. It was a German Shepherd, correct. That's him. Walk this over. He's got a bag.
Would dog have been?
No. To answer the last contestant question, the 2 locations that Debbie Wong occupied were Riverdale Plaza and Memorial Avenue. So Riverdale Avenue and Memorial Ave. Either way. Either one. You know what I mean.
Ready? All right, Irish trivia. Question number 4. This is for the contestants. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice, so let's go, ladies.
You're testing out your Irish slang, and you suddenly say, "We had a bit of gas that day." What are you saying? A, had a row that day. B, had fun that day. C, had rain that day. And D, had $100 that day.
You might want to repeat that.
I'm going to repeat that one. You're testing out your Irish slang, and you suddenly say, "We had a bit of gas that day." What are you saying? A, had a row that day. B, had fun that day. C, had rain that day. And D, had $100 that day.
Don't even put this in. We don't have the right alphabet.
Clappers are...
I should know this.
Ready for the answer? The answer is B, had fun that day.
My Irish.
Okay. West Springfield trivia for the contestants is another multiple choice question. How many Jewish cemeteries are within the Jewish cemetery? How many Jewish cemeteries are within the Jewish cemetery? It is not a trick question, I promise you. The first choice, A, is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. So how many Jewish cemeteries are there within the Jewish cemetery? A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. Man, what's... If they asked. I did not.
I definitely did
I had to
not.
read it twice to make sure it's not. The answer to that is D4. There are 4 Jewish cemeteries within the Jewish cemetery.
Same Irish.
I will, so the first one is Benai Jacob. The second is Beth Israel. The third is Beth El. The fourth is Kodimo Congregation. We all learned something tonight.
Sean knew that. All right, so this Irish trivia.
Yeah, last one.
Or the baby, that's good. Keep you guys.
Back to Irish trivia. Question number 5. What is a celebration of life for a deceased called? What is a celebration of life for a deceased called?
Okay, say it one more time.
What is a celebration of life for a deceased called?
While everyone's pondering that, you want to do it?
While they're pondering that, we'll do a audience trivia. What are the 3 largest cities in Ireland? 3 largest cities in Ireland.
Audience. 3 largest cities.
Yeah, audience question. George Kelly.
That would be Dublin, Belfast, and Cork.
You got it. George Kelly.
Belfast isn't really Ireland.
George. The answer to the contestant question. You ready for that?
That will.
Oh, wait.
I can walk. I've been doing it for a while. Yeah. There you go, buddy. What, by these? All right. So the 5th West Springfield trivia question for the contestants. What restaurant was previously located at the current site of IHOP on Riverdale?
Oh, I got it.
This is a contestant question. What restaurant was previously located at the current site of IHOP on Riverdale? Can I do another audience question? While we're waiting, we're going to do another audience question.
I'm sorry.
Audience question.
Bingo.
What store occupied Serrato's prior to Serrato's occupying the store? I saw someone over here. Neighborhood?
You said you can play yell it out, right?
Well, no, but I saw your hand. I did see your hand go up first.
Thanks a lot, Sean. It was Duke.
Sorry, Mom. It was unfortunately not Duke's. It was not Duke's. Sorry? It was not Lockman's either. Mother? Wrong, Mom. It was Jones. Jones Variety Store. Jones Variety Store. There's 15 of them. And I feel like we gotta get thrown because there's bags here.
Do speed round. Do that one. I'll do the next one.
So ask one more audience question? No, okay.
Yeah, get that one done. That's it.
So the answer to the contestant trivia question for West Springfield was the Ivanhoe Restaurant. Ivanhoe Restaurant. Yeah.
All right, audience trivia. This is a softball. What were the names of the 2 characters in the TV show Cheers who had the regular bar stool seat?
Here, I saw that here first.
Got it.
Got it.
Oh, you got the. Oh, so we're on to the bonus round. Okay.
Just keep rolling.
Yeah, why not do one more? Yeah, why not do one more?
One more audience question, quick. Audience question. What type of dog has breeds called Scottish, Welsh, and Irish?
Terrier.
Got it. Right there.
Oh.
Sold.
So this is going to be. So now it's bonus. Oh. The answer is.
The answer was a terrier. Terrier.
All right. So now. All right. So we're okay. Now we're on to the bonus questions. You want me to tell everyone? Okay. So for our last category of the evening for the contestants, these are the bonus questions.
This is where you do your yes and no's, ladies.
Bonus questions.
Yes and no's. Okay.
Oh Lord. Okay. Bonus question number 1. Bonus question number 1 for the contestants. The Wonderful World of Disney aired every Saturday night. Yes or no? The Wonderful World of Disney aired every Saturday night? Yes or no?
Contestant 3 and 4 got it correct.
It aired on Sunday night at 7.
You gotta say it out loud.
Sunday night at 7.
Obviously, you didn't
audience
watch
question?
it on Sunday night at 7.
Okay.
Couldn't afford a TV back then.
I grew up before white Jones.
Yeah, why not?
We didn't have to be 9 of us.
We're going to work in the audience questions a little bit more now. So this is an audience question. Arlene, can I rely on you for anything else?
Sure.
All right. The Blarney Stone is a block of what type of rock?
Granite. Oh!
The Blarney Stone is a block of what type of rock? Correct. I did pick on her. Marina, I owe you one later.
All right, another audience question.
I'll get to you later.
What famous restaurant is closing in Boston that is over a century old?
Oh, yeah, we got it.
You got it. It's hot corner over there. Durgan Park was the answer.
All right, so we're going to question number 2 for the contestants.
It's me.
Yep.
All right, moving right along. Back to the contestants.
Go back to the contestants.
Question number. Trivia, yes or no?
Oh, this is a yes
Yes or
or no.
no? Yes or no? Here we go, girls.
Was there ever an airfield in the town of West Springfield? Yes or no? The answer is yes. It's now Radio Plaza.
Say it out loud, Arlene. Say it out loud.
Contestant number 1 got it right.
Contestant bonus question number 3.
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Get ready, girls.
Question number 3. There were 2 popular places to go parking with your date.
You remember, right, hon?
There were 2 popular places to go parking, which is in quotes, by the way, with your date.
Oh, that's the end of the question? That's it? Oh,
That's
was
it.
there 2?
All 3 got it
All 3
right.
got it right. The answers were Bear Hole and Riverdale Road. Bear Hole and Riverdale Road.
There was a movie theater, right?
Remember the drive-in? The drive-in? I'm gonna go with the drive-in. Maybe underneath the airport. We just talked about. I don't know.
Yeah, but that was the driver.
Yeah.
Back to the contestants again.
Oh, contestant, no, that's us.
In the novel Wonderful Wizard of Oz, for which the film is based, Dorothy's slippers are red. Yes or no?
Can you just read that again, please? Because the key word here, girls,
Is
and
the
I tell you the
wonderful.
word novel.
In the novel Wonderful Wizard of Oz, novel, for which the film is based, Dorothy's slippers are red. Yes or no? The answer is no, they were silver.
Contestant number 1 and number 4 got it correct.
Got it. Thanks, Ar. Yeah. See? She got a 6.
Okay, this will be an audience question. Audience question. What does the circle in the center of the Celtic cross represent?
Please don't yell it out, just raise your
What does the circle in the center of the Celtic cross represent?
family. Like, can't yell it out.
Unity.
No. No. Pagan symbols. What was? Yes, the correct answer in the back is the sun.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said pagan symbols, that wasn't the answer.
This is very clear.
In the blue shirt. Question number 5. Did I just ask question number 4? Oh, you want to? So So one more audience question?
Yeah, and I have so 3 more.
One more audience question. We have a decent amount tonight. Audience question. What is a Galway hooker? What is a Galway hooker?
Okay, over here.
Very friendly.
What?
No.
Michael, tow truck?
No.
No.
It's not bad.
Go ahead. Say it again. Fishing boat? Yeah.
Yes, correct. A Galway hooker is a fishing boat.
We're close. We started with a T.
You were close.
I don't think it was a family show.
I don't know how I got this question, but this is for the contestants.
Is this yes or no?
Yes or no? Does sex burn more than 55 calories?
Say what?
Does sex burn more than 55 calories? The answer is yes. 85 calories or more depending on what position you're in. Everybody got that one.
Okay. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so those are the 3 categories of questions that we have tonight. We're now going to break into intermission.
What, you want more? You want more? You want more? No. We can give you more.
We're going to break into intermission now and give the contestants some time, and the audience some time too. And so thank you very much. And I will be making some announcements shortly. Or right now, actually. I'm being waved down.
Now and then again.
So I'll do it now and then again. So we do have 50/50 raffles being sold in the back. We also have a raffle table, so if anyone's interested in that. I'd also like to remind everyone of this time that next Saturday, the Springfield Colleen contest will be at the Springfield Country Club. If you can please see Joanne O'Toole, who's in the back for that, that would be wonderful. From what I understand, we have some great raffle prizes this year. And
Joanne, raise your hand so they know who you are. Okay.
time for refreshments and a little intermission, everyone. Thank you very much. So just a few things before we get the second portion of the show underway. I just want to thank and introduce the judges real quick. So first we have Erin Sheedy Griffin, who lives in Holyoke. Thank you, Erin. Erin lives in Holyoke with her husband Kay and children Noah and Olivia. Erin is a past contestant in the Holyoke Colleen pageant. Thank you very much, Erin. Our judge on the right is Katie Glenn. She's from Holyoke and lives in Westfield. I'll give it a second. She's from Holyoke and lives in Westfield with her boyfriend Dustin and her cat Hara. Hara. Katie is a past Holyoke Colleen Court member. Thank you, Katie. Our last and final judge is Matt Moriarty. Matt lives in Holyoke with his wife Michelle and children Jack, Tessa, and Justin. Matt has never tried out to be the Colleen. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt, for both.
Real quick, this year's award winners. All right. So this year's Marshal for 2019 is Al Howard. Congratulations, Al. The Citizenship Award winner is a West Springfield Youth Sports Association. The Old Mint Egg Award goes to Sorrento's Pizza. And the Jinx Powers Award goes to Joan Patton. Congratulations, everyone. And I was told 2 things. The 50/50 and the raffle actually will not end until the final question tonight, which will be done in about 10 or 15 minutes, so you have a little bit more time. And it's the West Springfield Colleen contest next Saturday. I was told I said Springfield. West Springfield. Next Saturday at the Springfield Country Club. Please see Joanne O'Toole for tickets. All right, you want to do contestant number 1?
This question is a little walkout.
So you're going to introduce him to walkout. Yeah. For the final questions, just to clarify, the contestants will come out individually. We'll do the final question for that contestant. That contestant will then leave the room, and we'll have the second and third contestants come in at that point. Are the contestants ready? This is a perfect time to push the 50-50 raffle one more time, and the raffle at the back of the room. Okay, wonderful. All right. So, I'll open it for you. Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
Okay, contestant number 1. Escorted by 2007 Parade Marshal Mary Ruth Kane. Contestant number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, neighbor.
All right, neighbor.
Final question. You state in your bio that 2013 was probably the most difficult year for you because of your husband's diagnosis of cancer.
My son got married.
What do you think was the most difficult challenge growing up in Hungry Hill was?
One bathroom. One bathroom with 9 kids. We had 15 minutes each. My father had a timer. 15 minutes, you're out.
Great answer.
Great answer.
Contestant number 1 on our way out to the...
Table.
All right, we have time for a quick audience trivia. Everybody ready? Which actors played the lead roles in the movie Quiet Man?
Winner.
Bob Duffy.
It'll be John Wayne.
And it's 2.
Marino O'Hara.
Got it. Done.
He's not a lot of There's a police chief.
We're talking to the Rangers. There you go, Jason.
Contestant number 3. Contestant number 3 for this evening, escorted by 2015 Parade Marshal Bobby Collins. Contestant number 3. Number 3. That's number 3.
Alright, sorry. Should I be kind?
Yeah, peanut gallery, come on. Contestant number 3, your final question. You mentioned in your bio that you met 2 important people who became mentors and friends. How did these 2 people influence your life?
Can I name them?
It depends on the story.
Okay, my first, is it not? Turn it off?
Where's the clapper?
When I considered going into nursing, my first nursing job was, I worked for Martha McNamara at the West Springfield Nursing Home. And she just taught me what right is right, and to take pride in your job and just be the best that you can. And my other mentor was Joanne Begley. It was a part-time job while I was going to nursing school, and she was super flexible with hours and understood that if something came up while I was going to school that I couldn't be there. But she was just wonderful the whole time I was going to school.
very much. All right, I'm going to do the audience question.
Yeah.
Okay, so audience question now. Audience question. What was the first department store in the United States? The first department... No.
George County.
No. Hold on. Hands up. Incorrect. So let me go back. What was the first department store in the United States? Correct. It was Macy's.
Yeah. Yeah, you're up. Fired up. Here comes contestant number 4, escorted by 2014 Parade Marshal Aldo Pyre. Contestant number 4. All right, final question. In your bio, it stated, do you get the idea she likes science? What triggered your interest in science?
Oh, that's easy. My husband and my youngest son were constantly talking about electronics. And to be able to survive their conversations, I had to go back to school and take more science. That's where I met the teacher that brought me into Westfield Technical Academy.
Contestant number 4.
Final audience question.
Okay, one more audience question for you. What is the name of a town in a suburb of Dublin that sounds like a collection of a certain type of weapons? What is the name of a town in the suburb of Dublin that sounds like a collection of a certain type of weapons?
Arsenal.
Negative. Very good answer.
That was a good answer.
Anybody? No?
I just heard it.
I heard it.
Sword.
Swords is the answer. Yes, got it. Jeannie got it. Moving right along.
Okay, well now we're done. Okay, judges, thank you very much. If you can now go deliberate. At this time, we're going to do the final call for the 50-50 in the raffle in the back of the room.
Again, the 2018 Senior Colleen Tina Woods, escorted by Mayor Will Reichelt.
If she'd like to. Ask her if she wants to. Yeah.
I think I sit in the chair.
Any final words, parting shots?
Has been one of the most incredible times of my entire life. I have learned so much more about the community that I love wholeheartedly, the town of West Springfield. And I have learned how wonderful our parade committee is. And I am so honored to represent that entity for the past year. And I cannot express how wonderful my year has been. And I bestow that honor and all that love and joy on the next Colleen.
Thank you very much.
So now it's contestant number 1, escorted by Mary Ruth Kane.
And now, contestant number 1, escorted by 2007 Parade Marshal Mary Ruth Kane. Contestant number... Contestant number 1, come on up.
Oh, so no.
Here's Mary Ruth and contestant number 1.
No escorts. There we go. Okay, all right, we're good. We got escorts now.
No escort?
No, we got escorts now.
Escorts got up to the course line.
Yeah. You're all set.
Can you just
Exit stage right. Next, we have contestant number 3, escorted by 2015 Parade Marshal Bobby Collins. Thank you, contestant number 3.
There you are, ma'am.
And lastly, we have contestant number 4, escorted by the 2014 Parade Marshal Aldo Pyre. Thank you, contestant number 4. So I have the winner. You want me to announce the winner? Or you want to?
I left it in the bar.
No, God no. That's why I asked. That's why I asked. Well, so they're now going to introduce themselves.
Okay.
All right, again, ladies, thank you very much for participating in this year's event. At this point, I'd like you to introduce yourselves and your real names before we go any further.
True identity.
You go, Carol. We got this.
Keep it down.
Slim Shady.
I am Anastasia Beaverhausen.
Anastasia!
But my friends call me Carol Duffy.
Thank you, Carol. Yeah.
My real name is Amarette St. Jean.
Shut it off. Probably ask her to stand up so the next person can say
You guys
it.
ready? Ready your numbers? You ready your numbers?
Listen up, everybody.
Listen up, your numbers are gonna be called. Ready?
The winner of the 2019 Senior Colleen is contestant number 1.